Sorry. There we go. I don't know what happened. Stream software got angry and crashed. We're back now. We're back. One second, folks. Okay, we're back. YouTube acting weird on live streaming of this subject? Yeah. One second here. Gonna grab this. Cool. Good to add this. All right. Cool. I'm really sorry about that. Here we go. Folks, it's just murder. It's just fucking murder. And I have no tolerance for people who are like, "Oh, well, she was going to hit the guy." No, she wasn't. Actually. And we'll get to that very specifically here. Yeah. Okay. The victim blaming is absolutely disgusting. Yes. 100%. Okay. So, it's just straight up murder. It's just straight up unambiguous murder. And if you are still one of those people who are like, "Oh, she was gonna hit the agent," guess what? There was a breakdown by the intelligence group Bellingcat that recreated the incident digitally from the multiple angles involved. Let's just take a quick look at that, shall we? Here it is. So, the ice shooter is the dark red blob here. The other federal agents are in yellow. The victim's vehicle is this light red square. And here it goes.
What the fuck?
Oh, sorry. There we go. So, as you can see, shooter starts off behind the vehicle.
Get the fuck out of our neighborhood!
And keep in mind, these are all federal vehicles that are driving around her car. At this point, the agent walks in front of her car. They are illegally trying to order her out of her car. The car backs up so as to have space to turn around the ICE agent. Begins to move forward. You can see here that the ICE agent is off to the side and is actively moving out of the way and is out of the way of the vehicle as you hear the first shot. The car is very clearly in the process of turning. It is not going straight at the ICE agent. It is turning. And you can see at this point, we can even back it up here if you want to know the timeline here. You can see the car moving and turning to leave via the only way that it has to leave. And let's see here. When does the first shot ring out? Right here. When he is already out of the way of the car. Dude is already out of the way of the car when he begins to fire. This is not, like, the car did not hit him. The car was not going to hit him. And you hear multiple shots then ring out. How many shots exactly? 1, 2, 3. 3 shots. All 3 shot after the officer was already out of any perceivable danger.
Oh my fucking god! What the fuck? Dude, what the
Anyone who is arguing that, oh, no, she deserved it. She was gonna ram into him. No, it's bullshit.
Get the fuck out of our neighborhood!
I mean, let's just watch it one more time all the way through. Just so you guys can really have it hammered home.
Get the fuck out of our neighborhood! What the fuck? Dude, what the
It's just murder. It is just murder. Graham versus Connor, totality of the circumstances doctrine, says if police officers' actions cause them to believe they are in imminent danger, then any use of force is not protected. It's called officer-created peril. I don't even know that, like, these agents qualify for qualified immunity, you know? Like, I don't know that that's the case. Anyway, this is Renee Macklin Good. This is the woman that they killed today in Minneapolis. So dangerous, she had to be shot in the face until she died. This could have been anyone. She had a 6-year-old son. She drove a minivan because she had a kid. She was a poet. She had just dropped her kid off at school. And part of the reason that she was even there in the first place was because those ICE agents are targeting schools and daycares. Her wife was in the car with her. Her husband, previously, or rather the father of her child, passed away 2 years ago. She had only recently remarried. In some of the videos, you can hear her wife screaming. That little kid has to now get picked up from school by one less parent. And someone has to explain to him what happened to his mom. It is sickening. It is heartbreaking. It is monstrous. Here is some of the words from local reporters who talked to her mother. Renee was one of the kindest people I have ever known. She was extremely compassionate. She's taken care of people all her life. She was loving, forgiving, and affectionate. She was an amazing human being. It's absolutely infuriating. And here are some of the other people in the community and what they're saying about the people who are being targeted right now by ICE. ICE killed a member of our community today. ICE showed up at my kids' daycare today. ICE is bragging about the number of families they've torn apart in a matter of days and promising that their campaign of terror isn't done. Meanwhile, our community members are in hiding. Kids aren't able to go to school. Small businesses aren't able to open, and our entire community is grieving both a murder and the abduction of hundreds of neighbors at the hands of the federal government. ICE isn't welcome here. ICE shouldn't exist. Every elected official must be clear-eyed about the fact that ICE is a threat to our entire country and must be abolished. As we in the Twin Cities know too well, our taxes are going to fund an entity that is attacking our neighbors. This has to end. Folks, it's really rough to say the least, looking at all of this material. And I want y'all to know that it does in fact get worse. You know, this is the reporting on who Renee Malkin Good was. Remembered for her kindness. Within a matter of hours, over 10,000 people have gathered to vigil tonight. And I saw somebody in chat quote this particular witness here. They carried her body out just like by her limbs. They didn't even have a stretcher. She was carried out like a sack of potatoes. This was horrific and will change my life forever. I feel so scared. Yeah, 10,000 people in the freezing cold. And folks, when that member of our community mentions that kids can't go to school, they mean it literally. They mean it literally. Because ICE has been active all across Minneapolis and St. Paul. Here are ICE agents actively trying to abduct members of the community who are working for local schools. This is Roosevelt High School in Minneapolis. This man needs to stand trial in front of the entire nation. Just as an FYI, Gregory Bovino, we shall not rest until he is put on trial and imprisoned for the rest of his life. This man has been smiling all day. He's the man in charge of ICE operations on the ground. It is the only thing that makes him happy, Gregory Bovino, to brutalize black and brown people who he can allege are, undocumented. Now, it is worth noting that the person you see here being dragged to the ground by ICE was released later that day because they didn't have any reason to grab him. Here is a statement from like some of the people, some of the teachers here. This afternoon, ICE deployed tear gas on school property and abducted an MFE member who was doing their job at dismissal. The member was released this evening and is home. And you might wonder, well, what do you mean they're canceling schools? Schools in Minnesota, at least in the Twin Cities area, are closed for the next couple days. Tomorrow and Friday, there is going to be no school. Kids will not be learning. Because ICE is a threat to the children, and ICE is a threat to the parents, and ICE is a threat to the teachers and the staff that make these schools run. Donald Trump's reign of terror is hurting our kids. Anyone who is actively in favor of what is happening here is in favor of attacks on American cities and Americans and American children. Anyone who is in favor of this is simply evil. There is no other explanation for it. These people are an existential threat to our country, and ICE must be abolished. ICE delinda est. And we are getting statements from many different politicians now. Here is AOC being asked about it.
And prosecuted. What we saw today was a criminal murder a woman and shoot her in the head while she was trying to escape and flee for her life. And I think what we saw today was a manifestation of every American's worst nightmare, which is their government turning into a tyranny.
Do you believe he should be arrested, the officer involved?
I think what we saw was a murder today, and I think that we need, of course.
You said that she was fleeing.
Prosecuted.
It's just awful.
Browns. So this is now turned into what our greatest fear is, and has been for a long time around ICE, that this will be used as an anti-civilian force, that it has
a Gestapo, if you will.
No accountability. At the end of the day, what we saw today is a murder. And murders in cold blood need to be prosecuted. Browns.
Yeah. Where's the fire? The fire, I think, is reserved for a lot of people here in Minnesota. We are angry beyond belief. And Yannick de Nieuwborg, I remember seeing you in chat earlier say, you thought that could have been me. Yeah. There are a lot of parallels between me and this woman. And it's scary. It is scary. It's infuriating. I'm scared for my partner. When my partner goes to work, I'm scared when we go out. Even if it's just to get groceries. These people do not belong in our community. They do not belong in any community. No American community can tolerate this level of violent bigotry. Here is Senator Tina Smith.
I think the Trump administration is so fixated on Minnesota right now.
Well, I wish I knew. I mean, I wish they would just leave us the fuck alone. I mean, seriously. What is when do things stop being about politics and start being about actual human decency? And so, I mean, I'm sure we can all hypothesize on what all of their political reasons are. But meanwhile, a woman died being shot in her car. And everything that they're doing is making it worse and not better. Thank you all.
Thanks. I think the Trump administration is.
I mean, the general response here is these people do need to fuck off. And understand that to get a fuck out of a Minnesotan elected official, it takes a lot. Okay? I'm just surprised people were out there in the cold. I mean, Minnesotans are equipped for that, you know? Here's Tim Walz reacting.
Morning, we learned that an ICE officer shot and killed someone in Minneapolis. My deepest condolences to the family, to the loved ones who had to learn about this tragic event on national television. We have been warning for weeks that the Trump administration's dangerous, sensationalized operations are a threat to our public safety, that someone was going to get hurt. Just yesterday, I said exactly that. What we're seeing is the consequences of governance designed to generate fear, headlines, and conflict. It's governing by reality TV. And today that recklessness cost someone their life. I've reached out to Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem, and I'm waiting to hear back. Let me be clear. Donald Trump and his administration may not care much about Minnesota. That's been pretty evident. But we love this state. We won't let them tear us apart. We'll not turn against each other. To Minnesotans, I say this. I feel your anger. I'm angry. They want a show. We can't give it to them. We cannot. If you protest and express your First Amendment rights, please do so peacefully, as you always do. We can't give them what they want. The hearts and minds of the people in this state are on our side. To Americans, I ask you this. Please stand with Minneapolis. This morning, we learned that
I do hope that you all will stand with us. He sounds like he's reading the phone book. That's when you know a white Minnesota man is angry. A lot of you are like, why isn't he yelling and screaming? And like, that's just not how white Minnesota men are wired, by and large. It's just so infuriating. Now, I want to give you guys a trigger warning here. I'm going to show a picture of the aftermath of this shooting. It is graphic. And then we're going to watch a couple angles of the shooting because people here in Minnesota have been showing up wherever ICE shows up. And the reason that this was caught from a lot of different angles, and there are many different angles on it out there, is because many people were filming alongside Renee Good. Renee Good was filming alongside her neighbors, and she was killed for it. Here is an image of the aftermath. Again, I think we got a duty to look at some of this stuff. This is the inside of the Goods car. Shot in the head at point blank range. Multiple times. And what gets me is that stuffed animal on the passenger's side. Their kid's stuffed animal. This is not the car of someone who's looking to run over ICE agents. This is not someone who woke up that day to try and die. This was a mom who dropped her kid off at school and then tried to do the right thing to keep her neighbors safe. Who died in the arms of her wife. As ICE agents denied her any kind of life-saving care as she died from her injuries. Because believe it or not, there was a doctor present at the time of the shooting. A local doctor. There's footage of them blocking him. Let me pull that up for you guys. Puff Post, why are you like this? We are not people to them. Her kid was there? No, they had just dropped her kid off at work. At school. Yeah, I'm a physician. We don't care. For whatever reason, this clip is not loading. I apologize, folks. Oh,
Can I go check a pulse?
No! Back up! Now!
Can I go check a pulse?
No! Back up! Now!
I'm a physician.
I don't care!
We understand. We got EMS coming. I get it. Just give us a second. We have medics on scene. We have our own medics.
Where are they? Where are they?
They have their fucking guns out, ready to shoot any of these people.
How can I relax? You just killed my neighbor. You caught butter in the face. You killed my neighbor. How do you show up to work every day? How the do you do this every day? You're killing my neighbors. You're stealing my neighbors. What the man?
Did you know that?
I don't want to know about Stuart Little right now, thanks. We understand, we get it. No, you don't. Every single one of these people needs to be in prison. I don't care. Like, I don't give a fuck anymore, guys. I don't give a fuck anymore. Every single ICE agent needs to be in prison. Link, here you go. Here you go. We have our own medics that aren't attending to her. EMS is on their way. It took EMS 20 minutes to get there. They shot her in the fucking head. Guys, one of the reasons you need to show up to your local Democratic meetings, one of the reasons you need to show up to your local DSA meetings, one of the reasons you need to get fucking organized yesterday is so that we can do the hard work to ensure that each and every one of these fucking monsters, these people walking around my city with fucking SS tattoos on their necks, murdering women, terrorizing children, abducting our neighbors, targeting people with darker skin. We need to ensure every single one of these fuckers faces justice. Every single one. Fucking demons, man. Here is a witness video. Just another angle of the shooting here. Worth taking a look at. Again, we're going to be looking at some of this footage just to put to rest the idea that, oh, she was trying to run him over. Look at that. She's trying to drive. A federal agent drives by, preventing her from leaving.
No!
The car reverses so that it can turn.
No!
And you can see the wheels turn to avoid hitting the ICE agent. The ICE agent then just clearly, from this angle, you can see was not about to get hit by that car.
No!
You have him walk in front of the moving vehicle, holding up his phone so that he can do facial recognition scan on her face in front of her car, and then moves off to the side, right? Like, you can see it, right? So here you go. He's right there. He's holding his phone. The car is in reverse. Begins to move forward as the tires turn. He pulls out his gun. And then you can already see the car is moving around. He is no longer in the path of the car. He has not yet fired that shot. But at almost point-blank range, he then shoots. But you can see here, in the span of that 1 second, you can see where his feet are. If you zoom in. I wish I could zoom in here. But if you zoom in, you can see his feet right here. He is not in the pathway of this vehicle. And then he moves backwards as the car continues to turn. And the first and second shot, he is no longer in front of the car. Look at him. He is clear of the car by at least 2 or 3 feet. Let's just take it frame by frame. You can see now both of his feet are clear of the car. You can see them plain as day. His gun is out. He is clear of the car. And then you see this explosion. But by the time that shot is fired, you can see he is clear of the car. You can see where his feet are. You can see the car move, like turning. You can see that the officer is clear of the car. In the frame prior here, you can see he is clear of the car. And then he fires.
Shame! Oh my fucking god! What the fuck? What the fuck? You just fucking, what the fuck did you do? You all are fucking criminals! You're fucking criminals! What the fuck? What the fuck? What the actual fuck? You are fucking insane! What did you do? You! Shame! Shame! Shame!
This piece of shit killed that woman in cold blood, killed that mother in cold blood.
Shame! Shame!
Covering his face because he knows what he's doing is fucking wrong.
Shame! 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 Shame!
Man, look, I'm not advocating for any kind of violence whatsoever, but like, this kind of stuff is gonna lead to people being so angry that they will try and rip these people apart with their bare hands. Like, these people are all cosplaying like they're going into fucking Fallujah. But, like, there are way more people here in Minneapolis than there are of them. And, like, that man is walking away like he didn't do a goddamn thing. He just killed the mother of a child. He killed someone's wife. He killed a beloved member of this community. And walked away like it was nothing. And all of his friends are going to cover for him. All of his friends that are on the ground there, all of his friends in the Trump administration, they are all going to say, oh, no. He had to defend himself. If he hadn't shot her, she would have killed him. These people are rabid dogs. Yeah, guys, the argument here that the Trump administration has been putting out is that Renee Good was a terrorist who ran over an ICE officer and had to be shot and killed. Yeah, at least you're right. Rabid dogs are better because at least they have a fucking excuse.
Dude, what's happening to her? What happened? Dude.
Yeah. I'm gonna cut away for this, just,
Okay. Dude, you shot her! I'm trying to help!
You can, the person you see leading into the driver's seat is her partner.
No! You fucking shot someone in the fucking face! You shot someone in the fucking face! Do you have a conscience? Do you have a conscience?
every single one. Look, I don't believe in the death penalty. I don't believe in cruel and unusual punishment, but like, holy fuck, today is testing that belief. Every single ICE agent, my heart yearns for justice.
Don't let the murderer leave! Don't let the murderer leave! You guys are the fucking criminals! You don't get to tell us what to do! Fucking criminals! Don't let him leave! Don't let him leave!
Pussy motherfuckers, man. Man, shit.
No! Get the fuck out of our neighborhood! Yeah, it's a fucking crime! We fucking know it! We're here!
These fucking cowards, man. They all show up acting all big, and then they murder a defenseless, innocent woman, and then suddenly all of the people who are involved in her, like, assassination at their hands, with their complicitness, they all pack up into their vans and they drive off as fast as they can so they can avoid any kind of accountability for what they have done. Every single one of them deserves to rot in prison.
Yeah, like what the absolute fuck, man? What the absolute fuck? Do you have a conscience? Do you have a conscience? Do you have a conscience? This is the time, man. This is the time to have a conscience. This is not okay. This is not okay. Get a fucking conscience.
Fucking Gestapo, you Al-Qaeda shit.
Look at me. Tell me you're doing the right thing. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You didn't fire any weapon. Fucking your people did that.
In the head. In the head.
I didn't do anything.
And she drove into the floor.
Murderer. You. Look at me. Look at me. You can't even.
Watch out, man. Watch out.
Why don't you look at me? I thought you could do it. Do it. You owe No, you're fine. You can stay here. If you move somewhere, just let me know where you're going.
You okay, mommy?
It's absolutely infuriating. Here is a slowed down version of the shooting.
No! No! Shit!
Pulls out his gun. He's already clear of the car. Shoots. You can see it plain as day. Plain as fucking day. It is just horrendous. And Fox News, local Fox News affiliates were some of the first on the ground here to report on this story. At 11:30 a.m., witnesses deny ICE statement. Again, ICE statement trying to paint Renee Good as a terrorist. Witnesses told Fox 9 a woman got into a red vehicle in the area of Portland Avenue and East 34th Street Wednesday morning. There was one ICE agent on either side of the vehicle trying to get in, and a third ICE agent came and tried to yank on the driver's side door. One of the agents on the driver's side door backed away a little bit and then opened fire, shooting 3 times through the driver's side window. One witness said the vehicle wasn't moving towards the agents, which is true. And meanwhile, witnesses say a doctor was at the scene, tried to help the woman who had been shot, but ICE agents refused to let the doctor in to help. She has no criminal record? Yeah, no, of course she doesn't. She's a local poet, for God's sake. The Advocate reported on this earlier today and is one of the few outlets I see reporting on the fact that this woman had a wife. Distraught woman says ICE killed her wife in video after deadly Minneapolis shooting. They killed my wife, the distraught woman says, adding, they shot her in the head. A Minnesota woman sitting in the snow with her dog told a person filming her that Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents had just shot and killed her wife, now identified as Renee Nicole Good, 37. Yeah. I mean,
they just killed that lady right there in that car, y'all. Killed that lady in that car. Somebody come get their people. It's a lady right there in that car, y'all. I don't want to show this on Facebook like that, y'all. I apologize. But y'all. If y'all know who car this is, if it look familiar, man, come check on y'all people. If y'all know somebody car like that, come check on y'all people.
There's a dog leash in the back. Can someone get it for me, please? Mom's going back! Mom!
Y'all know who car this is? Tell them to come check on their people.
Somebody that's medically trained is pronouncing this woman dead.
That's their response to a doctor, I believe. That doctor is trying to ask if anyone medically trained is pronouncing her dead, and their response is to send 3 people over to threaten him.
Why did you have me a bullet? She was yelling!
You know how black people is, phone up, she thick as hell. What you talking about? It's cold in a motherfucker. I'm shaking that shit for it. This lady got blood. They don't, she was in a car with her, bro. Or she tried to save her or something. Somebody come get their people. Hey, was you riding with her? Did
Yeah, that's her wife.
Did you call any of your people yet?
We're new here. I don't have.
So you don't got none of her family members or anybody number? Do you know anybody on her Facebook? Alright. Damn. Oh my gosh, this is horrible, y'all. I don't want to show y'all this other shit. I'm not gonna show y'all this shit on there. But they just killed her, bro. They just killed her. That lady right there in the car, they pulling out. They shot her in the head, bro. That was her wife. They just walked off. Y'all doing too much out here, ICE. Y'all see what y'all just did? Y'all just killed the innocent person. Y'all going for the wrong people. I'm shaking like a motherfucker. Y'all gotta excuse me. It's cold as hell. Oh my God. Man, I just smoked this lady right here, cuz. I just smoked this lady right here, bro. Hit her in her shit. Her wife was in her car. Her wife up over there with...
Who is the guy talking? Presumably one of the guys who lives in the building he's standing in front of.
This shit, bro, like, they guys just really came out here tweaking, bro. I was in the crib chilling. Just heard some shots come out here, and these motherfuckers done did this. It's cold as hell. I'm shaking this shit, folks, and I'll leave the camera. Hold on. Yeah. That's her, y'all. ICE done killed her. Man. Fucked up. It's too cold out here, though. Motherfucker, can I keep the camera still for shit?
Like, why are they just carrying her like that? Why are you doing it like that? That's one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. I mean, I guess they are doing it because they just do not give a single fuck about the woman that they killed. ICE is evil as fuck, man. The comparison to the Gestapo is 100% accurate. They're even fucking giving themselves Gestapo branding with SS tattoos and shit. Yeah, like, medically, if you haven't gotten a confirmed, like, you know, time of death on a person, like, you put them on a stretcher, you treat them as if they are still alive. Usually, like, the ambulance would roll up, you know, they'd bring out a stretcher, they'd put the person on the stretcher, and then carry them into the ambulance and drive away. But they genuinely just, like, she's a fucking ragdoll, man.
They only supposed to do shit like that. It's a crime scene. This is a crime scene. They only supposed to do that kind of shit. Then get the fuck out of the way. Get the fuck out of the way. What the fuck you got? Fuck this here. This shit's serious. This ice just smoked that lady. They just killed her. They just smoked the lady in the head, bro. They just took her down there. They just took her right down there, bro. On my mama, that's all the blood right there. Bro, her wife was just sitting right here, bro, with blood all over her face from the lady, bro. Her wife was just right there. She walked down that way. They shot her? Yes, bro, they just smoked it. You ain't just hit a shot. That's why I came outside. Nigga, I'm in the room chilling on the phone with the homegirl now. Boom, boom, boom. Before they outside shooting. I look out here and see ice out here before they done smoked this lady. Like that. This is a main strip. I don't know exactly what happened. Bro.
ICE is blocking help. Yeah. 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 I'm sorry, like, it's the little things in all this that get to me. Like the camera panning here, and you see you see her blood on the ground there, you know? You see blood on the ground. Blood that was spattered all over her wife when they shot her Renee Good in the head. And you see in the videos we've seen that her wife runs around the car and holds her in her last moments and then screams inconsolably on the ground. And when she gets up, she leaves a bunch of her wife's blood there. She had a glove box full of stuffed animals, for fuck's sake. Yeah. Do not forget this rage, chat. Do not forget this rage. And do not let it make you throw your hands up and say we can't do anything, because there is something we can do about this. We can get organized and we can run these fucks out of our cities and our towns and our states and right out of this country. There is no place for ICE here. There are no more rooms in our hotels. There is no more room in our streets. Get organized. If you got local Dems who aren't on board with getting rid of ICE, then you need to get those Dems out of there. If you got people in your DSA doing nothing, then you got to get them doing something. I don't know that anyone has identified the shooter yet. But
right there, she walked down that way. They shot her? Yes, bro, they just smoked it. You ain't just hit a shot. That's why I came outside. Nigga, I'm in the room chilling on the phone with the homegirl now. Boom, boom, boom. Before they outside shooting. I look out here and see ice out here before they done smoked this lady. Like that. This is a main strip. I don't know exactly what happened, but this bitch sold up.
I can't even do all this shit because I'm trying to get out the way.
Yeah, I'm good, cuz.
Damn.
No, not the opposite, nigga. This all ice out here, boy. These people going crazy. Anybody who watching, man, they just smoked this lady, man, and took her body out and took her body all the way down there to the other end of the corner.
Got all the West Line wet ass motherfucker.
They done smoked her right in front of her wife, bro. Her wife was just right here with real, like, brain matter on her face, bro. Like, no cap.
there's her wife sitting with their dog. At one point, she pleads with the ICE officers to get a leash from the back so that she can leash her dog. Here's a link to the video some people were requesting. The rightist hogs believe their federal government on this one, as per usual, which is bizarre because my entire life, folks on the right are like, oh, you can't trust the government. You can't trust the government. The government? No, can't trust it. Can't do it. Can't trust it for even a moment. But then as soon as Trump gets into office, it's like the word of fucking God. Good was identified late Wednesday by her mother, Donna Ganger, who told the Minneapolis Star-Tribune that her daughter lived in the Twin Cities with her partner and was not involved in protests or any activity confronting ICE agents. Ganger said her family was notified of the death late Wednesday morning. She was probably terrified. Renee was one of the kindest people I've ever known. She was extremely compassionate. She's taken care of people all her life. She was loving, forgiving, and affectionate. She was an amazing human being. Good was previously married to a man named Timmy Ray Mankin, who died in 2023 at the age of 36, and her son with him, according to the Star Tribune. DHS has said that rioters began blocking ICE officers, and I don't know if you guys saw any rioters during that, but I certainly fucking didn't. During what it called targeted operations, alleging that one person weaponized a vehicle, prompting an agent to fire with what the agency described as defensive shots, and labeled the incident domestic terrorism. According to ICE, they killed a domestic terrorist today. Multiple videos circulating online appear to tell a different story. Separate footage shows a dark SUV attempting to drive away from the scene when 3 shots ring out, sending bystanders into panic. Moments later, the vehicle crashes into a light pole. Authorities have not publicly reconciled those images with DHS's account. It's really, really awful. Religious leaders who responded to the scene. Also on the scene was the Reverend Ashley Horan, Vice President for Programs and Ministries at the Unitarian Universalist Association. Horan, who lives a block away from where the shooting happened and was 2 blocks away when it occurred, rushed down and began live streaming. Her footage shows protesters shouting at the agents as well as officers firing at demonstrators with chemical irritants. At one point in the video, an agent can be seen firing what appears to be a pepper rend just a few feet from Horan's head, sending her and other protesters fleeing into the neighborhood. My Unitarian Universalist faith is the belief that every single human life has inherent worthiness and dignity, and that we are inextricably and interdependent as humans and neighbors. She told RNS, explaining her reason for rushing to the scene. The combination of those two things means that there's not actually a question about showing up like that. The greatest form of sin is feeling like we are separate from other people. Other footage shows DHS agents using various forms of pepper spray, pepper rounds, and apparent tear gas on demonstrators. Also, for those who might be saying, there's nothing we can do, Trump will just pardon them. Trump can't pardon state charges. ICE agents are not immune from state prosecution. The Attorney General, Keith Ellison of Minnesota, should prosecute these ICE agents for their assassination and murder of this woman. And, like, I gotta be honest, like, if we don't do that, like, what are we doing here? It cannot be that ICE can just come in and murder whoever they want, no questions asked. We cannot allow that to happen. Yeah, also, there's been a narrative circulating that, Renee Good's child is now an orphan, but keep in mind, Renee Good remarried. She has a wife. We saw the wife in that video. They had just dropped their kid off at school. Like, but that kid is now down to a grandparent and one mom. Lynette Rainey Grandel, who witnessed the shooting, said there appeared to be no tension or escalation before an ICE agent opened fire on a vehicle. When she turned, Rainey Grandel said she noticed a vehicle askew in the lane with ICE vehicles and officers pretty far behind it. There were several bystanders on the street yelling at ICE officers, she said on Meet the Press. I would say less than 60 seconds after I passed her, I heard these three pops, shot, 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 pop, pop, pop. And I knew it was gunfire. Almost immediately the crash of her hitting the parked car. Renee Grandel said she didn't hear any confrontation between the vehicle and officers before shots rang out. I didn't even hear anything from the car. People on the sidewalk were screaming at the ICE agents, get out of the neighborhood, that sort of thing, and we were blowing whistles. The ambulances couldn't get there because there was so much traffic. When they finally did get over there, I watched as they got whoever they were doing the CPR on onto a stretcher and put her into the ambulance and drove away. But there was no rush. There were no sirens. I already knew she hadn't made it. It was just devastating to watch.
And right now, I want to bring in Minneapolis Councilwoman Robin Wansley. Councilwoman, thank you so very much for joining us. I know you issued this joint statement earlier alongside some of your colleagues. It read in part, we're united in our support of our immigrant community and residents in the wake of these attacks. We demand that ICE immediately leave our city so we can get rid of their chaos that ended the life of one of our neighbors today. Councilwoman, neighbors and witnesses reacted with outrage, and they continue to do so outside the scene. Your mayor has blasted ICE and the operations in Minneapolis. What's your reaction to what we saw?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. My reaction is very much aligned with what thousands of my fellow residents are expressing right now. And it's an immediate desire and need to see ICE be removed from Minneapolis. There is no reason why we lost Renee Good, a 37-year-old mother who was simply caring and protecting her neighbors. There is no reason why she should have been shot and killed by a federal ICE agent. So most immediately, there's disgust, there's anger, but there's also a call to action to do everything that we can to have ICE.
Nah, I'm sorry. I've been bumped by a car before. That we went over this video. We went over this video in depth, in detail. I'm sorry. The argument that, oh, well, she had it coming. I'm sorry. It's just